Well, my name is Fridon Sulaberidze. I am a Fridon Sulaberidze JR probably because my father had the same name and same surname. He was a legendary dancer of Donstrich. And my mother also thought that I maybe can make some of his maybe I will do this duty to be probably for the future a dancer and choreographer, and that's why he gave me this name. And probably to be Fridon Sulaberidze is really, how say, so hard for me because the sources of this to be like this is really hard for me. Okay. Well, I'm 33 years old. I'm a dancer of ensemble style. I'm teaching the students. I graduated at the University of Fridon University of Theatre and Group Drama, the Faculty of Choreography. I learned choreography 6 years, and it's not enough. Probably we taught directly every day because the choreography is really important for me and for my family. But what about the children's choreography? Children's choreography is really important for me because we have so kind of the generations. They probably always are ready to have never break the rules, which is by traditions and traditions. And that means Georgian people always say their traditions. I never thought that I could be a choreographer in my life because I just, when I graduated the school, I started to be a dancer the first time, and it was 15 years. My age was 15 years when I started to be a dancer. But before I always wanted to be a footballer. I was a soccer player, and I said to myself that okay, the basketball is also so good, but what about the choreography and what about the Georgian dance? Because you got the prominent father, why you didn't want to be a dancer? And I chose this career in my life. Well, everyone taught me that you got the prominent figure, your father, why you take this to be like when you just passed to be in sports. And I told that, okay, right now I will choose my new profession, and I will be a dancer. But it was so hard for me to start learning Georgian dance at the age of 15. It was really hard for me. I always worried about the movements. It was not so easy. And the first time, like this age when I didn't start learning Georgian dance, going up in tiptoes and do some kind of exercises. It was like naturally when I just start moving, do some kind of the movements, and probably it was so hard. I got the big stress every day. Why I can't do this kind of the pirouettes? Why can I move like my professional dancers doing? But they have much more experience than I have. But right now, I choose this career for my life, and right now I educate my students probably for a count like 200 in year, 200 students I have in each year, and that makes me some kind of the strongest to be a good teacher for my students. And now we are in the facility of they're practicing right now. You can see how they're practicing. Okay, thank you. Well, this is a facility of little use of the house, which is really important for me. This is also the helpful of the government, and I'm here in this location probably 10 years. It's much more experience for me. But what about Alessandro Gustavo? This is my big family. Without that, I couldn't do this job, because this experience, when you're doing your exercises, is much more big. And it's like a ballet dancer. You are like the ballet dancer and more. We got many traumas. Right now, I'm so confident in my job because I love doing it. And now we are in my students. And casually, I don't like to be like this home. Usually I'm working with them, but at this time I got a trauma and I need to recover my legs, and that's why I apologize for that. I'm not usually in the rehearsal practice dress. Dress code is really important for me. Well, usually you spend much more time in Georgia. As you can see, every single Georgians, women and men, are practicing in Georgian dance, because in Caucasia is really adapted to really much more traditions. And this tradition maybe will be for the family, like someone wants to be his son, maybe singers, dancers, acts, do some kind of painting. It's really important also. But Georgian dance is really magnificent and love. There is a kind of the history of love. There is no kind of the story about defeat by the failure. We never fail. We always doing our job, duty of the winner of our love. And there is every single dance is about the love. I think so. Yes, they love each other. And the boys and the girls' choreography is like prominently dependent on the breaths, I think so. Women always have such a harmony. They're using their hands like there are no kind of princesses or like that, but they're usually using these hands to be much more sensitive. And boys are always much more brave, kind of brave, and it gives you guarantee that you show the respect her and you love her. Every single dance is really magnificent also, because there is a movement which can be acting like about the war. You doing your job, but you dancing like you have skills of war. You adapted to be realized. This material things is really, the sources is really important for it. Our generation right now is I'll say they're interested about the Georgian dance. they usually interested about the Georgian dance, but if every single children will be interested about the choreography, will be much more interesting for our country, because we know that some interest of the technology gives you less interesting things, and history is much for me and for my family really important. Well, when I started to be a dancer, it was my mission. It was my comfortable choice of my. It was not choice of my family to be a dancer in the future, but there are families that they give that order, you will be a dancer. Now I can see their faces, the children's faces and students' faces, that they don't want to be a dancer. Some of them will want to be in sports, acting, drawing, and I think their mission to be a dancer, right? It's part of the 2 years, and then they neglected to be a dancer, which is really not impressive for me, but it's really sad. But it's so good when the family members always want to be giving them some education about the Georgian dance, because for the physical materials, they're giving some of the interest strongest there, because when they using these hands, it's like they're acting in the sport. This is the same, you know. And we have so less good choreographers right now in Georgia. You can be so good choreographer, and maybe you can be so good dancer, but choreographer, you can do this job. This duty is really well for us. Or maybe you can be so good choreographer, not good dancer. And you know, the price for the families and children is really, really miserable, I think so. It's not high prices. There is a main kind of academy, Georgia Academy, where it's possible in every vicinity of the PAC to start this Georgian dance. So school is really this is a city hall school by help of the government. I'm always pleasure to be a member of this school because the government help us. The government help children to be a member of this school. We talk about the prices, and that price sometimes is for someone is really miserable to pay this like costly. Doesn't mean that you have money or not money. And the government always help us to be adapted for that, and we are so respectful for them. And this place is open for everyone.